2020 changed the way people communicate, connect, think about love and relationships. And new research from dating app Bumble shows there's a new era of dating in Los Angeles.
Dating expert and love coach Francesca Hogi is here to talk about those findings and what's to come in the post-pandemic world. Franny, welcome. How you doing?
I am so great. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here and talk about dating because, what's more fun than dating and connecting? And that's what Bumble is all about. And it's the perfect time for singles to get back out there and start dating.
Well, Franny, Bumble just did a massive survey of singles in March of this year. They just released a ton of new data, and we're going to go through that with you. You've discovered some new dating trends as a result of this data. So let's start there. What are some of those trends?
Yeah, absolutely. So Bumble nationwide has been seeing some overall trends because obviously 2020 has changed everything and dating is now, it's different. And so the number one trend that we're seeing nationwide and certainly in LA as well is virtual dating. So used to be before the pandemic, it was very common for people to exchange a few messages and then just meet up for a drink. But now at Bumble, we're seeing that people are actually taking time to have a virtual date. And not only are they taking time to have that virtual date now, we actually predict that this is a trend that's going to continue even after the pandemic is over. So that's one major trend that we're seeing. We're also seeing nationwide the trend of slow dating, which is people being much more intentional about how they're approaching dating. So they're taking more time to get to know their partners, their matches. They're really investing that time to really make sure that it's a good match before they're jumping into things too quickly. So as a professional love coach, I'm a very big fan of this trend.
Well, Franny, I'm gonna interrupt you for a quick second. I guess it's not necessarily like a meme, but one thing that I've seen across social media a lot is people posting, I'm dating to get married, not for like whatever. So I think that implies to the slow dating concept that people are dating for true connections, for something that's long lasting, as opposed to a one night stand or what have you.
Yes, you're absolutely right. And that actually connects to another trend that we're at Bumble are seeing nationwide, which is called hardballing. So this is the first time that there is a dating trend. Usually when we're talking about dating trends, we're talking about ghosting, we're talking about things that aren't great, but actually hardballing is an amazing trend because it's all about people knowing what they are looking for and not settling for less. So being very clear, yes, I'm looking for a commitment or not, whatever it is that they're looking for, they're being very upfront about it and they are really sticking to that. So that is an amazing trend that we are seeing nationwide. And then when it comes to Los Angeles, it's really exciting because Bumble has found that nearly 40% of singles in Los Angeles are excited and motivated to start dating again and to put themselves back out there. So it's a really great time for everyone to start dating again. And we are seeing a couple of local trends. So number one is local dating. So we are finding that in Los Angeles, singles, after they've been, cooped up in the house for the last year, now they don't want to spend a lot of time in their cars commuting for their dates, right? So now people are looking for matches who are very, very close to them. So that's one trend that we're seeing here in Los Angeles.
So when you say
and then
location dating, there were even specific time limits for driving, 30 minutes?
Yes, 30 minutes. Yes. So so Bumble has found that singles in Los Angeles, they are looking for love. They're looking for love locally. So people do not want to spend more than 30 minutes driving to their dates, which I think makes sense given that, we've all been isolated so much. We've all had to spend so much time indoors. And now it's like, I just want to meet up with someone right away and have someone close by. So I think that makes sense. I think that makes a lot of sense. And then another trend that we're seeing here locally in Los Angeles is a wellness trend, right? So we all know in Los Angeles, this is the city of fitness. This is the city of outdoor activities, of hiking, of bike riding, of farmers markets, of beach going. And Bumble has found that indeed that in Los Angeles, that having a compatible lifestyle in terms of your hobbies, in terms of your fitness level, is something that singles are really looking for. And Bumble has amazing tools for singles to really express themselves in their profiles. And one of the most popular ways to do that is through the Bumble profile badges, where you can put your different interests. And when it comes to Los Angeles singles, the workout badge is very, very popular. So if you are someone who likes to exercise, definitely put that on your profile. so you can find those compatible matches who want to go out and have those fun outdoor dates with you.
Everybody works out. I've found in my experience that everybody, at least on the dating apps, say that they work out, including myself, but it's always a varying degree of how much you actually work out. Like I would say, go for a walk counts. I'll put the dumbbell on my profile. So.
Yeah, walking your dog counts as hard exercise too, apparently.
Yes,
so
it
counts. It counts. Hey, if you're out and you're moving around and you're in the sunshine and you're like, that counts. And you know, and obviously there are different degrees, right, of what it means to be active, but that's okay because you know, you're going to describe in your profile, hopefully, what that means to you, right? And to give people a little sense of how you live your life, so it can say, okay, yeah, this sounds like the kind of person I want to meet. Yeah,
and I think to your point as well, I think you kind of touched on this before, is that it seems, at least when it comes to online dating, that people, at least now, post-pandemic, or as we come out of this, want to be a little bit more honest about who they are and what they're looking for, because we've all kind of, you know, been sitting around for a year, and as you touched on, people really want to make it count, it seems. So whereas before, you know, maybe people were being a little bit, you know, I'm a little bit taller on my profile than I am in real life, or, you know, I love going hiking and going outdoors, just to try to, you know, get a date. But now I think, as you're saying, people are looking for an actual real life connection.
Yeah, there's certainly a lot of people who are, and you know, definitely Bumble makes it really easy to express yourself and to express your authenticity, which is how you're going to find the right partner, right? So I always encourage people in your profiles to really make sure that you are bringing that authenticity, that you're really talking about, you know, specifically what are you into? Like, okay, you like to travel? Lots of people like to travel, right? But like, what kind of travel do you love to do? What's the trip that you're most excited to take when the world opens back up again? You know, really bring that excitement and that positivity into your profile, so the people who are looking for you and who resonate with what you have to say can find you, right? That is a really great piece of advice that I have for daters. And Bumble has so many resources. You know, if you go to bumble.com, they have a dating 101 guide, so you can get lots of ideas about how to, you know, really make sure your profile is standing out in the right way. Really great guidance on how to have really great photos. And Bumble recommends that you have at least 3 photos in your profile. So that's a little tip for all of you out there, between 3 and 6, and that is going to increase your matches a lot. So you definitely want to have those really recent photos that really capture your personality and your style. And that way, when people are looking at your profile on Bumble Date, they can say, yes, this is the kind of person that I want to meet.
Franny, were there any silver linings for people during the pandemic that you spoke with in regards to dating?
Yes, absolutely. Well, I found that a lot of singles are just actually grateful for this opportunity to pause and to get very clear on what it is they're actually looking for. Because before the pandemic, so many of us were just running around, busy, doing all the time. And now that everybody's had this time to sit down, you know, for better or worse, and to get really clear about their priorities, now that's why we see these trends like the slow dating, where people are being very intentional. And we see these trends like hardballing, where people are being really clear about what they're looking for and that they're not willing to settle for less. So we see that people are really starting to date in a different way with a lot more intention. So this is the new normal of dating. And I think that that's really exciting. I think that's great for connections. And actually also, if you go to bumble.com, Bumble has The Buzz, and they actually feature some people who have made amazing connections there on Bumble. So you can check them out.
Is this unique to LA though? Because you know we're really picky and we have a reputation of being a little superficial here in Los Angeles, but is this something that you're seeing nationwide?
Yeah, nationwide, these trends, you know, the virtual dating trend and this trend of virtual dating, as I said, you know, Bumble predicts that this is going to continue past the pandemic. So what we're seeing is that people want to take that time to have that first video chat or that first phone call and really just get to know someone before they even go to that IRL date. And luckily, Bumble has really great features that can help make that easy. So back in 2019, before the pandemic, Bumble introduced video calling and also phone calling within the Bumble Date app. So you don't even have to give out your phone number. You don't have to figure out how to organize, FaceTime or Zoom or whatever. You can just get on a video call right there in the Bumble dating app. And that's been an amazing feature for people because, as I said, Bumble introduced it in 2019, right? And then they saw it take off at the beginning of 2020 when all of the lockdowns went into effect here in the U.S. And that is something that, we predict that that's going to continue, that people are still going to want to utilize those tools because it's efficient, right?
Right.
And everyone knows the experience of like matching with someone online, and then you go on that date and you're like, oh, rats.
They always say, wow, Bobby, you're way more
Definitely
swole
not
than
gonna
you
work
appeared
out.
in your profile.
No, that's not.
That's true.
Not the case
Come on,
usually.
you're very humble.
Franny, I did have a question. I wonder your opinion. We've talked about virtual dating and the increase in that. We've also talked about people wanting to stay more local. What do you think this means in terms of relationships as we come out of the pandemic? Do you think we'll see an increase in long distance relationships, people doing a lot more things virtually, or do you think everything will just kind of stay as it is? If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense. Well, definitely here in Los Angeles, Bumble is finding that there's not going to be a lot of long distance, right? So even locally, people still want to have that virtual date because they still just want to get a sense of the other person. Like, hey, do we connect? Can we talk? Is it an easy conversation? And then once they're seeing that, then they're excited to go on that first date. And here in Los Angeles, the most popular first dates, in-person first dates are, all of those outdoor activities, which are great because they're also COVID safe, right? So going for a hike, going to the farmer's market, taking a bike ride at the beach. We are so lucky to live in this city that we have so many options when it comes to outdoor activities. So what I believe is going to happen is that people are going to be connecting locally. They're going to be getting to know each other virtually, and then they're going to be, going in person and having these fun dates. And I personally believe that we are going to see a lot of great connections, and Bumble has certainly seen that happen, even over the course of the last year, even with the pandemic.
I hope it happens with me. I hope it happens with me, Franny. I'm crossing my fingers. Hopefully I get some good fortune.
Francesca Hogi, we can connect with you virtually at Dear Franny on Instagram. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, everyone.
And we hope that you helped somebody out there find their next match. We'll be right back on 5 Live.